A poll released this morning by Politico Morning Consult found 49% of registered voters disagreeing with the statement, Joe Biden is mentally fit. Wow. Not even a majority of Democrats who responded strongly affirmed that statement.
Well, I'll let you all make the judgment whether they're correct.
Well, so the question I have for you, sir, if you'd let me finish, is why do you suppose such large segments of the American electorate have come to harbor such profound concerns about your cognitive fitness? Thank you.
I have no idea.
He has no idea. All right, James Rosen, why did you ask that, and were you surprised with the response?
Well, first, Sean, good to be with you. I wish we had shown the full clip, which would have shown that I predicated my question first by thanking the president for the honor of being called on, then by telling him that I had a delicate issue to raise, but one I was raising with utmost respect for his life accomplishments and the high office that he holds. I think it's important for people to understand that I predicated the question that way. I asked it because it's something that's, I think, the elephant in the room of American political discourse. It's not really brought up very often in formal settings like this or to the president himself. I thought he might want a chance to address it. You mentioned the fact that we got a question was remarkable at all. There were 30 reporters in the room. That was a pared down number due to the COVID restrictions. The news conference wound up going for almost 2 hours, which was extraordinary. The president, on the fly, agreed to extend the news conference beyond the traditional 1 hour mark, and that it was only because some reporters, this one included, were standing up and demanding that he go off the list of pre-approved questioners that he was consulting in between questions. But it was remarkable, and it was generous of the president, we should say, to spend that much time with us. I haven't seen another president do a 2 hour news conference. Maybe President Trump might have approached that mark from time to time. But I also asked the question because I knew that so many other questions of major import would have been asked by the time the president came to me, and I was grateful that he did.
Let me ask you this, James, before we let you go. Obviously, it's been 10 months since the president had a solo press conference. The press has been eager to get questions. Like you said, a lot of people got to ask him questions. What is the tone amongst the press right now about how that press conference went?
Well, I think we're all staggered at the length of it and the fact that so many of us who were not on the pre-approved list of questioners did get to ask questions. Very quickly, Lindsay, here are some major takeaways from what the president had to say. First, when asked whether he has overpromised to the American people and that might account for his low job approval ratings, he said no. But he said he understands the frustration and fatigue that's out there. He attributed principally to COVID. He said he does plan to do 3 things differently in this second year of his term. That is, 1, to get out more frequently and speak to regular Americans face to face so that they can, as he put it, take the measure of his character and his intent. He says he also plans to consult more outside experts from academia, think tanks, and the like. And also, 3rd, to participate very actively in this year's midterm elections in terms of raising money and appearing with candidates. On the crisis in Eastern Europe right now, where 100,000 Russian troops are massed along the Ukrainian border, the president made a very extraordinary statement at one point. He said, my guess is he, meaning Vladimir Putin, will move in. He has to do something. But he did reaffirm the sanctions threat as well.
After the last election, liberty-minded Americans are facing a difficult question. What do we do now? We do have a plan to stop them. This is the only plan that bypasses Biden and Congress to save the republic. Sign the petition at conventionofstates.com.